Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tepin and today we're going to learn how to make a phylogenetic tree that can be used in your research paper. So this is the ML tree that was generated using Figtree. And before starting, I would like to mention two software. So normally you will have a tree viewing software, any tree viewing software. For example, this is Figtree, and you can use any other. In my previous lesson, I have used the iTool website. You can also use that, but in this case we are going to use Figtree because it is much better. And then we have Inkscape. This is free, you can get it from Google. First we're going to open it in Figtree. I've already chosen to open this tree in Figtree, so let's open it. Now you have to arrange your tree according to what you think it should look like. For example, I know this is my all group. Reroute here and then increasing order. Increase the tip levels, increase the loop height a little bit, yes, and then include the node levels. You can just export and save this as SVG file. You can see this is the SVG file, and you have to open this SVG file in Inkscape. So after opening it in Inkscape, you will find something like this. So these are all the objects, and you will find that in your layers and objects. So you can see all these are the three objects. You can, if you don't see this layers and object option, you can go here and then click this one, layers and object. You will get it here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to separate each of these node values and then group them together according to their category. For example, these are all node values, so we're going to group them together from here to here. We'll first click ungroup, then you will see all these are the text files, the node values. You will group them together. You can see inside this group you have all these node values. All these are node values. You can rename this group as node values. Just click here and rename also. Here level, you can do that, node values, but this is much better. You can just double click, triple click, and you get to rename it. And from here we have all these are names, species names up to this. So I'm going to group, then group them together. And another thing is we have one species name here, so we'll keep this one inside this because they are all same types of name. It is species names. And this last groups includes your tree, the whole tree lines and all that. So we're going to, up to this, these are all the trees, these are all tree file, the lines. We'll rename this as tree, except these two, which are which are which are your tree scales. So click tree scales. Then you have to move it like this, or you can cut it and click here and then paste. Then it will be here. You can move it to here. Then move this one here. Or you can also do this three scales. Cut it and close it. Select the tree and then click here and paste. Three scales will be here. And then you can keep it inside the tree file like this. You can move it here. So after this, we're going to remove all this underscore. So to do that, you just click Ctrl plus F, you get this find and replace. Then in the find bar, you press the underscore, then replace to space, and find all and replace all. You see all the underscore has been removed. The next thing that we're going to do is make the names italics, only the names. To do that, you have to first click this one here at the left hand side, then select them, select the names, then Control plus I. You can also increase the species name by going here like this or this. I prefer not to change the name size, text size. And then you have to do this for all these, or you can simply also select all species name and then make them italics here. But the problem is it is also make making the code italics and as well as here SP italics. So you have to again change individually each of them back to normal by clicking Ctrl plus I. So I prefer to manually do all these names italics. Like this, you have to do this for all the species. After this, now we're going to highlight the clade. For example, I wish to highlight all these amino feet here, all this clade. Then to the left hand side we have a box rectangle tool. You can click this rectangle tool and then make a box. But be aware what you're doing, because sometimes you will get something like this. The box is inside the species name. So normally what you want is you click undo and then close this tree and then click here and then make the box. It will appear above the tree. So you have to click this rectangle and put it below the main tree and then change the color. To change the color, you can just go to this fill and stroke, change the fill color like this. So this is how you highlight your plate, and you can adjust things like this. You can see there is an outline here. You can also remove that outline by going to stroke pen and then clicking this X button. There's no outline. And if you wish to highlight a single species, then you can click this text tool and then click this, press Ctrl plus P to bold, and then go to layers, oh, sorry, fill and stroke, and then change the fill color. So fill color to red. You can change the fill color to red like this. You see this is highlighted like this. Then if you wish to move the node value, then you click this nodes tool, click node, and then press select tool, and then move it back. You have to first select the node values and open it like this. Then you can move each node values now like this. Since these are overlapping, you can also, another thing is make this pen tool. You can draw a line from here, click, and then click, then press enter, and then stroke pen black, and you see there's a line. Then you can choose your node and click here. Why we move it here? You can see this is the node. Like this, you can also put the lines when you think they are overlapping. You can also insert text by clicking this text tool and then press here and say Hymenoki clade. Change the color to black, and then Control B bold it. Sorry, Control B bold it. Move it here. Change the box size, box width here. Like this. And then you can also make the box gradient color by going at this in the fill and stroke, fill this one, linear gradient, click linear gradient, then mirror it, then increase. You see what is happening here. Like you can play with this. You can close this and then press rectangle, and then you can draw here. Keep it at the bottom, then change the color. Gradient. Say this is flat 1. Color change to black. Bold. You can duplicate this, move it below. You can keep this tag anywhere you want. It doesn't make any difference. You can also duplicate this also. Duplicate, and then press down button. Click here and then press down button. Then you can see, you will see something like this. Just plate 2. This is the copy of your box, I think. Click, and then make it come down, and then do like this, then change the color to, first choose fill, then change the color to say pink, purple, pink, whatever the color you want. Then again press gradient. In the last, you can duplicate this again, keep it at the bottom. Click here, move it. Change the color. Click this box first, flat color, then choose the color you want. Then again gradient. Duplicate, move, just press the down button, and then your output. So like this, you have this beautiful tree. You can just export it, file, export, then change the API from here 1200, enter, then export it in whatever the file you want, for example, TIFF or PNG, JPG, PDF, plain SVG, WebP, or you can do save as and choose whatever the file type you want from here. So you can use enhanced meta file, save, OK. So the benefits of enhanced meta file is that, let me show you. If you put it in a Word file, this is your EMF, put it in a Word file and then save this as PDF, then you will have a PDF file which also includes the text. You can select the text. So this help when we use find, let's say ng wow, say somehow, and then Phylogenetic. See, all Phylogenetic are selected like this. Close. So this is it for this lesson. You can use this technique to generate a phylogenetic tree that can be used in your paper. And thanks for watching. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share my videos to your friends. Hope to see you again.